Can use his strength well, Eubank. He shoved Logan off quite well there, didn't he? To say, get out of the way, I want to get on with the punching.
Yeah, well, he's never been troubled with Logan's reputation. And all the way through, Logan's the man who's been having the problems. Eubank's always been that little bit sharper, quicker off the mark. Logan has the technique, he knows what he wants to do, but he's always been that little bit slow in getting his punches off. And it's kept Eubanks in the fight all the way through.
Well, he doesn't bother with the single punch. The salvos is Eubanks' game. Stopped 5 of the 11. See, now he's constantly using that right hand, but Eubank seems to soak them up all right, but for how long? And he's back again. It's almost as though he's working the speedball in the gymnasium, isn't it, Jim? The rhythm in the arms from Eubank. Yeah, but
once again, he's met Logan and he's come back with better punches. Just seems to have too much strength and too much ambition for Logan quite a few times during this fight.
Referee there had the close look as he parted in there. Close look at Logan. Right. Got a good chance of punching themselves to a standstill here, haven't they, at the end of this one and the 8th.
Well, it's been a fair pace and there's been a lot of wrestling inside, which is certainly tiring. But here again, with Eubanks as the one with that little bit more life about his work.
Expression on Eubanks' face there. It must have said, well, you caught me, but you haven't hurt me. And he sort of pulled himself together with a touch of arrogance there that has to be admired. As we get the countdown for the 7th. And the crowd really rising to Eubanks now. Last week he had a win, so he's in good fighting trim, Eubanks. Well, coming out for the last, he deserves a big wash and brush up there. And I tell you, he'll be diving off a Brighton pier if he can get through with this one, because it really will put him in as we watch the replay again, Jim.
Yeah, well, again, Eubanks really fired up, and he really puts punches together well. They're not devastating punches, but they're keeping Logan on the defensive, not allowing him to work. And we've seen this happen quite often in the fight. A good performance so far.
Look, see there, he's almost going to go over there, Jim. It was a punch, but he went off balance and soon pulled himself together.
Seconds out, 8th and last round.
Round 8. And final round then. And the crowd rising, I would think, more to Eubanks there, don't you, Jim? They seem to be pleased with his work. They hadn't seen him before.
Yeah, well, Eubanks was the underdog at the start of the match, but he's given Logan nothing but problems all the way through. Not really a smooth performance from Logan. He's never been in control. He's never been able to contain Eubanks. And from what I've seen so far, I wouldn't be too upset if Eubanks was given the nod, because Logan's work has really not been very clean-cut at any time.
He's certainly fit enough, and as I say, a fight only last week defeated Simon Collins, a tough guy from Merthyr, and he stopped him as well, so he's a very handy fighter, Eubanks. So 1 minute's gone in the last round then. 3-minute durations. And there it is, that pumping of punches from the white trunk to Eubanks there again. Logan's got sort of fights with the mouth open, Jim, with an expression on the face that he's in more trouble sometimes than he really is, doesn't he? He adds to it by his expression.
Yeah, he has that look at it, but I think now Eubanks is feeling the pace a little bit. I expected a big drive from Eubanks in the last round, but he's just lost a little bit of that enthusiasm, just running out of steam slightly.
Minute to go. Well, Eubanks has definitely landed more punches, Jim, and if that's the name of the game, he's won it, and it hasn't been warm for hitting with the inside of the glove at all as we get into the last half minute. Referee, the sole arbiter, as they say, no judges in British preliminary or championship fights, save for world and European. So it is, and I think Dave Parris, the referee, always get the decision right away because they tot as they go along. And there it is. And he's giving it to Simon Eubanks, who hesitated for a minute there. Eubanks as if to say, are you really going to give it to me? And the expression there, how do you describe that? One of shock, I would think. But he now knows that he's hit the jackpot in many ways. And fair dues to Logan, who's given him the friendly tap on the head. And there it is, he can't believe his luck. And he's fought well for it, Simon Eubanks. So there it is, he started with a pose of the body, and he finishes that way, and a big hug for the manager.
So Eubanks cleans up. Well, looking ahead now, the next football action on ITV comes in.